Hello and energy on, and welcome to Business Energy Hack number 54. And today I would like to show you one thing that takes so much energy from you, and I would like to share a story how you can shift that. What I'm talking about, and this is something we all every once in a while, put a lot of energy into it, and it depends on the situation and of course on our beliefs. And this is perfectionism. And because sometimes it's seen kind of it's a positive, I'm just always trying to do everything perfect. But if you really look closer, kind of behind the perfectionism, there is something much, much bigger. And this driver that drives you to try to be perfect, because we never manage to be perfect anyway, right? Is fear. And most of the time something happened in our life where we just learned because we were not prepared well enough, or we didn't give 150%. Something didn't turn out the way we want, or we expected it, or we wanted to have it. And so then we kind of store in our belief system that in order to avoid this particular situation again, we just need to give 150 or 200%. It needs to be perfect, because then you're not ending up in the same situation. And so just yesterday, I spoke with one of my clients, and we tapped in this field of perfectionism, because she said, she's continuously over-delivering, completely, her energy is completely drained, because everything she is doing, or most of the things, they just need to be perfect. She is kind of preparing for hours, and then after meetings, she's really kind of working on all the to-dos and the tasks, and it's kind of a never-ending story, and she's completely exhausted. And then we just figured out pretty fast, this is because of her perfectionism. And then we really looked behind it, so I connected with her energy field, and for me, I was pretty clear. Something happened when she was around 10 or 11, and it had something to do with her performance at school. So I asked her, and then she said, yes, you're completely right. I had to change school when I was 10, and there kind of the environment was completely different. She was not so integrated in the class. And then at her first math test, she had a very bad mark. And then when she came home, her father told her, or in a way he made kind of a joke, but she didn't understand it as a joke at that time. He just said, you will catch up, and if it doesn't work out, then you just can't finish school and you start working. And that was something she definitely wanted to avoid, because she really liked going to school, and her big dream was going to university. So for her, what she saved as one of her beliefs was that I need to be perfect to live my dream, and that I can go to university. And that's when the whole thing got started, and before all her overperforming and doing much more than actually is really expected by anybody. Even if she just would have delivered 100%, would be completely fine, probably even 80. Nobody would have noticed the difference. It was just her inner driver that pushed her continuously. You need to do more, you need to do more, you don't want to end up, not reaching your goal. And so it's not like going to university. It was kind of her belief was stored in if you don't over deliver, you're not meeting your goal. And that's what she wanted to avoid. So we kind of worked. Once we found the cause of it, then of course we could solve it, we could eliminate it, and also we could release all her blocking beliefs and all these drivers behind it. And she really felt quite relieved afterwards. And so we are still kind of monitoring how things develop now differently with her. But what I could see at the first moment, there was kind of all this pressure. It was really released, and in the long run, it will save her so much energy. She will have more energy to really meet her goals, and even have more than that. And that is the magic of personal energy management. So, if you think you have kind of such a driver behind your perfectionism, drop me a line. We look into it, and then we just release it and then eliminate the cause and this driver, and you will feel such a difference. And the positive, or the most important part of it, is you're going to have so much more energy. Isn't that great? Energy on. And yeah, please share your thoughts on this story with me. Share, if you're also kind of tending to be perfect, and if you already know why you're having this driver behind, what's really driving you to always overperform and trying to be perfect. Okay, so hi Darius. Sorry, I'm just about to wrap it up, or I just wrapped it up, and the main message today is why are we always why do we in some situations have this driver to be perfect? And if we look back in our history, we find the cause for it, and then we eliminate it. Bye. Talk to you tomorrow. Energy on.